Sun shining, early morning, everything's gonna be alright. Bust the mongoose out, get going, everything's gonna be alright. Blunt's fat, weed's crap, everything's gonna be alright.
Yo, what up, everybody, and welcome to Just Another Day in Paradise. I am your host, Stupid Steve, and I am on today's show, back on the Podbean, as you can see, right there. There ain't nobody on there yet, but it's been a long time since I've been on the Podbean, so I'm back on the Podbean a little bit. I'm going to try to fool around with that a little bit. I don't know, what to get into too much today. Man, I've definitely changed the way that I do things now. I don't get into the news at all. I don't get into what's going on in the world, but in order to have a podcast, I guess I'm gonna have to. I guess I'm just gonna have to, rip it apart and make it look silly and shit. Because honestly, that's what it is, in my opinion. So right now we got going on what in the world of Hollywood. We're following the everybody's, I guess, following the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial stuff. I guess that's what everybody's into nowadays. I don't know. Fuck. So I guess he won his court case against his ex-wife Amber Heard, and he's gonna get a bunch of money and all that stuff. Good for Johnny Depp. I'm very, very happy for Johnny Depp, and I'm so glad that he's gone. He's redeemed from all of the things that he's gone through, I guess. Fuck, I don't know. This is what this is to me. Undoubtedly, there's just simply no way around it. This is just acting, actors acting, man. It's just a TV show. That's what this is. That's what people were watching. That's what they're getting you to do, is just pay attention to them and not pay attention to anything else that's going on in the world, or not go out and live your life, is basically what's going on. They just want you to say, look at me, waste your time. I mean, honestly, think about it. In the grand scheme of things, how much time on average have you spent on Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? Who gives a flying fuck about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? Honestly, what the fuck? I'm sitting here covering it just because it has to be. I mean, I guess because that's my 2 cents on it. Honestly, I'm gonna read this stupid shit because it's just absolutely silly. But I'm gonna read it because it is what it is. Because people want to know about it or whatever. But so basically, what's going on is I guess the result was technically mixed. Depp nevertheless declared his decisive victory in a statement and released through a spokesperson. So he released a statement after his shenanigans. Which is the word of the day, by the way. 6 years ago, my life, the life of my children, the lives of those closest to me, and also the lives of the people who had for many, many years have supported and believed in me, were forever changed. Oh, give me a fucking break. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, God. All in the blink of an eye. False, very serious and criminal allegations were levied at me via the media, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content. Although no charges were ever brought against me, it had already traveled around the world twice within a nanosecond, and it had a seismic impact on my life and my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled. What a fucking joke. I can't believe people buy this shit, man. Oh, what is wrong with the world? Why the fuck we give a fuck about it? Why, first off, Johnny Depp don't give a fuck about you. Why the hell does people care about this shit? People really get caught up in this motherfucking shit, man. That's real life. It's so crazy. I gotta go back to it. So I guess this is a tweet from Antoinette Levy. I don't know who the fuck that is. A statement from Johnny Depp. It's a statement, I guess, released by. Yeah, it's the same bullshit. It's just so much bullshit. It's so fucking stupid. My God. Oh, man. Though Depp did not appear in the Fairfax, Virginia courthouse when the verdict was read due to being in the UK to make guest musician appearances in a series of Jeff Beck concerts, Heard was present in the courtroom. Of course she was, because you have to see her reaction. In part, Heard said in a statement she was heartbroken, and that the verdict sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. Give me a fucking break. All of this shit is complete nonsense. And anybody that watches this shit, like, you have to stop. Stop. Just stop with this bullshit. There's so much silly shit that goes on in the world that we pay too much attention to on a regular basis. It just takes our lives up. And I now feel a little bit dumber, and now that I've read all that, like, no, seriously, it's they're getting paid well to do this shit. Like, on this, being serious right now. Like, you have to look at this shit. Like, the media, 99.99999% of the shit that's in the media, and it's a struggle. Because when you watch it, you can't, you can't watch anything. Like, I literally can't watch the news, because once you see it, it can't be unseen. It's all fake. It's all to distract you. It's to distract you from your goals. It's to distract you from your dreams. It's to distract you from your family, from your fucking whatever it is, from going out and living life, from going out and being out in the wilderness, or I think it has a huge tie-in to do with mental, with mental stress and anxiety and all that stuff. Because this shit didn't go on before mainstream media exploded and is all up in our face. And now that we have social media and we have media constantly, it's bang, 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 bang in our face. Now it never goes away. But yeah, what's up, Dose? How are you, man? Oh, good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining the room. I was just talking about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp and all that shit, and how really my take on it was it's just bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's actors acting. It's all 99.9% bullshit. But I want to get into this Colin Kaepernick shit. Jesus Christ, will Colin Kaepernick just fucking go away already, for the fuck's sakes? I am so sick and tired of hearing about this dude, man. Like, this dude is everywhere. He's in our faces constantly. It's like, in your face, in your face, in your face. You never get a fucking break from this fucking guy. But now I guess the Raiders are planning on signing this dude. And it says, if the Raiders are going to make the move on Colin Kaepernick, it appears they are going to take their time doing so, because they probably ain't going to do it. It's just they just keep this dude in the media just because he draws people, just because he draws bullshit, just because he gets people to fucking get worked up. This is exactly what I was talking about with the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp shit. It's all bullshit. The media, 99.99999% of the shit you see is bullshit. It's just there to distract you, to get you pissed off, to get you angry, to get a reaction. Look at your social media feed. It'd be all this. You can post whatever you want, super positive shit or whatever the fuck. It don't matter. Ain't nobody. You post something about Colin Kaepernick, trust me, that shit's gonna take off. Because that's what it's made. Because that's what he's there for. That's why he's. That's why he's still around. He ain't even been in the league for 3-4 years. The only reason this dude is relevant because he's controversial. That's the only fucking reason, is because people can fight over him. Because there is no right or wrong answer to this motherfucker. It's like this dude just will not go away, and I do not know fucking why. Oh my God, this dude drives me crazy. This is head coach Josh McDaniels. He said Coach Bill Parcells at games used to carry in his back pocket what they called a ready list, a list with 2 or 3 prime unsigned players in each position. That way, if the Giants had an injury during a game, Parcells could check the ready list and direct pro scout Tim Rooney to get player X to get the Giants to the Giants facility and be signed by the next day. Parcells was famous for working out players to see if they could fit in time of need and continually update the list as the year went on. I guess, and in one case or another, I guess the Colin Kaepernick was on the ready list. So I guess he's on their ready list. Whatever. Go ahead and bring this dude in. He did lose his job to Blaine Gabbert. I mean, the dude was he was done, because what happens, and it's not anything to do with him being, African-American mixed. He ain't even fully black. Like, the dude ain't even fully black, but whatever. It ain't even about that. It's about this dude. He didn't make it. He couldn't make it. He's a running quarterback. They never work in the National Football League. I don't give a shit. They will be a flash in the pan. They might get you to a Super Bowl. They ain't going to win that motherfucker. They might have you a great MVP season. They ain't going to fucking win nothing after that, because once defenses, like you just said, figured them out, it's over. So that's what happened. You know, he got played out. He got figured out. He got pushed out the league. He wasn't no good anymore. So in order to keep himself relevant, and the media, man, they swarmed all over this shit because they seen an opportunity for Colin Kaepernick to push this dude to the limelight and just divide everybody, because it was in the height of the race bullshit, all that garbage that was going on. So that's what he is. That's what he's become at this point. It's just a corporate media puppet. Like, they have their hand directly up his asshole, and they just keep shoving him out there and shoving him out there and shoving him out there. And he's getting paid from it. The dude's getting paid from it. But he's only exist, and it's the same thing as the Amber Heard shit. They only exist to distract you. The only reason this dude is even out there. But here it is. Top news. If the Raiders, I hope the Raiders do sign him. I hope they do, because it's just going to be a huge distraction to them. And then my Bengals don't have to worry about the Raiders all season. So, cool with me. It's cool with me. Go ahead. Sign him, Oakland. Sign him. That way he can be this major, major, major fucking distraction in your organization, and you can't do nothing about it. You're just going to be stuck with him. You're going to be stuck with him. It's going to be great, because if you get rid of him, then you are going to be the evil, racist son of a bitches. Everybody's coming down on you, Oakland. You can't get rid of him once you get him. So go ahead and go get him. Do what you got to do. Put him in the league. Who gives a fuck? I do not. Breaking news. Marianne Barber passed away. That is crazy. I got to look this up. As I was scrolling through looking for stories here, I did not know. Marianne Barber III, who was a Dallas Cowboys running back, is found dead in his apartment. Let me open this story and read this real quick. Former Dallas Cowboys running back Marianne Barber found dead in his apartment by Frisco police. Former Dallas Cowboys running back Marianne Barber was found dead in his apartment by Frisco police on Wednesday, per multiple sources. The cause of death is unknown, but according to a source, police responded to a welfare check at Barber's apartment because someone had called about a water leak. The police forced their way in, and Frisco police responded to a welfare concern, and the police, unattended death of location. Barber was only 38, and his birthday was June 10th. The Cowboys released an official statement Wednesday evening. We are heartbroken in the tragic death of Marianne Barber. Marianne was an old-school, hard-nosed football player who ran with the will to win every down. He had a passion for the game and loved for his coaches and teammates. Our hearts go out to Marianne's family and friends during this difficult time. He played 7 years in the league, including 6 years for the Cowboys between 2005 and 2011. He was a Pro Bowler in 2007 after rushing for 965 yards and 10 touchdowns. He was good. Marianne Barber was a baller. He was one of them dudes, man. That's crazy. Crazy news. Man, Barber finished his career with 4,780 rushing yards and 53 rushing touchdowns. So, I mean, that's only in a handful of seasons, 6 seasons. That's not too bad. I mean, he played his last season, I guess, with the Chicago Bears. Barber retired from the NFL before the start of the 2012 season. Barber's life has been in a tailspin ever since his retirement. How the fuck did they know? In 2014, Barber was detained by Mansfield police and taken to the hospital for mental health evaluation. I guess that's how they know. Barber was arrested in 2019 on 2 misdemeanor counts of criminal mischief over a 2018 incident where he was alleged to have damaged 2 cars while he was running in Frisco. Alleged. They can't prove that. And 2 incidents occurred in 2018, which a witness alleged that Barber charged towards their vehicle, causing large dents to the sides of their cars. I mean, why did they got to throw all this in there? Like, the man just died. Just let the man die. Like, why you got to put all this stuff out there on him? Oh, Giants fan. We got a Giants fan in the room. Good Lord. It might say COVID killed him. You know, I heard COVID's coming back. Like I said, I don't know if you probably didn't hear in the beginning of my show. I don't do news. I don't watch news anymore. Shit. When I did this podcast 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever it was all news. I don't do it anymore. I just don't watch. So I don't even know. I just hearsay. And I heard that COVID was coming back. I heard that we're back on the COVID tip. Are we all gonna die again? We got to buy toilet paper? What are we doing here? Are we going to start hugging each other through plastic bags? You know, what the fuck's going on? Monkeypox? I don't even know what it is. I got to get hip to all of it. Especially if I'm on a podcast, I got to get hip to all the shit that's going on. I'm just going to make fun of all the bullshit that goes on because it's all nonsense. 99.9% of it is nonsense. COVID's nonsense. Monkey fucking pox. Whatever the fuck that is. Jesus Christ. I haven't checked a fucking news site. I'm about to go to my first news site in a long time. Let's see. Boom! Tulsa terror. Several killed when the shooter opens fire at Oklahoma hospital before apparently turning gun on himself. There we go. There we go. We're back on the gun control thing. You see, that's how it works. That's how it works, people. You know, you got to see the trend. You got to see the trend. Race is coming. Maybe race. I don't know. We might do pandemic next. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to do some more shootings. We're going to do some more mass shootings. Maybe we'll do some suicide bombings. Maybe we need back in the Middle East. So maybe a couple suicide bombings will work, whatever. But anyways, several killed when a shooter opened fire in an Oklahoma hospital. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be like all sympathetic and prayers up and all that shit, all that bullshit. But this bullshit. It's bullshit is what this is. 99.9% bullshit. And if a shooting does happen, if it really does happen and somebody loses their minds and goes and shoots something up, it's because the mainstream media promotes it constantly. If telling you right now, if somebody shot up a mall and nobody reported on it, it didn't hit the shelf at all, like nobody talked about it, nobody would ever do it again. I promise you. Like, kids see this shit and it's shoved in their faces. And if they want notoriety or if they want to go out or whatever, they do so in a dramatic fashion. And then they become, their name is out there, their national media. I don't even believe these shootings are real. I'll take it that far. I might be a little bit fucking crazy. I don't even think the shit's real. I mean, I've done enough research on Sandy Hook and things like that. Like, I don't even believe this shit is really happening. I think it's bullshit. How would you know anyways? How in the fuck would you know about a shooting in fucking Oklahoma when you're sitting over, when I'm in Cincinnati? I don't know. All I know is the pictures. They hire crisis actors. If they've done it once, then they've done it 100 fucking times. If they lie once, then they'll lie about everything, right? I mean, it's proven fact that they use crisis actors. It can be proven. They use the same actors for like every fucking thing. Go back when they used to be sloppy in the Obama years with their shit and they're covering up. It was all bullshit. They would use the same fucking crisis actors in Florida. They used them at the Pulse nightclub shooting. They used the same ones in Sandy Hook, which is all the way in fucking Connecticut. They used the same ones at the Colorado shooting all the way in. They used the same fucking crisis actors for all their shit. I mean, if they do it once, then that's how they do it. I mean, it's been proven over and over again. I mean, all you gotta do is go down a rabbit hole somewhere other than YouTube because that's completely controlled. So, but yeah, I guess that's what's going on. Let's open this story and let's read what the fuck it's got to say. I can't wait. We gotta do something about these guns, right? We gotta get the guns off the fucking street. Oh man, guns. It's a fucking cycle. I'm telling you, we're right back to guns. It's so fucking crazy how we go round and round and round in circles with the same fucking news cycle. Now we're back on guns. Now gun control is the hot topic. And it's going to be for probably like 6 months. And then we'll go to race. Then we'll have another fucking outbreak. And then we'll go, I don't know, we're going to address the inflation. We're all going to be poor. Gas prices going to be up. It's 2009 all over again. Tulsa, Oklahoma police said that 4 people are dead, as well as a suspected gunman, following an active shooter situation in which he killed himself. Of course he killed himself. The Tulsa Police Department said officers responded to the Natalie Medical Building around 5:50 to reports of an active shooter, authorities said. The suspect, who remains unidentified, was armed with a rifle and a handgun. Officers responded to the building's second floor and found victims and the gunman. Police say no other threat is known at this time. The Natalie Medical Building is primarily used for sports medicine and orthopedic surgery. Families were instructed to reunite at the Memorial High School, police said. Authorities are asking for people to avoid the area, fucking obviously. Tulsa police has responded to an active shooter incident near 61st and Yale. This is a tweet from the Tulsa Police Department Chief Franklin. Please stay away from the area. No shit, Chief. To the all the emergency vehicles. It's like, you know what? That tweet right there is for white people only. Okay, that's for all the whites out there. Okay, I am a white, so I can say this. That's definitely, because the white people be like, hold on, what's going on? I want to walk over there. I got to see what's going on. So, I mean, that's just, he's obviously, this dude is like, hey, white folks, stay the fuck away, all right? Because ain't nobody else going over there. What the fuck? Anyways, we will update the media as soon as we're able to gather details. I'm sorry if I sound like I have zero heart on this. I just don't. I don't have any sympathy for this shit because I have a hard time. I have a hard time, bro, believing that this shit even took place. I mean, that's where my mind is on this shit. Like, I'm so far separated from media, news, and all the shit that goes on, man. It's like I can't even believe any of it. I can't watch shit. I cannot watch news. I can't watch anything. Just scrolling through this shit, it just gets me going because I know it's fucking bullshit. I don't know. Maybe somebody went in there and opened fire. I don't know. But I guarantee the one thing to end it, the one way I believe to end all shootings is just stop promoting them. Stop mass promoting them on your mass media outlets. Like, you just got to stop promoting this shit, period. That's just end of story. That's what you got to do. No, Dose, man, I am all the way there. I'm all the way to the point where I just don't buy anything that happens in the media. I'm 38. I've been tracking this down. My whole old podcast that I had that was actually going pretty well before I stopped was all this news stories and breaking news and Trump and God, all the political stuff, man. Now it's just to the point where you can just see it was all part of a plan to me, all of it. I mean, we're sitting here struggling. People can't buy gas anymore. We're about to run out of diesel. I called all this shit on my old shows. All my old shows, I have proof. If you want to go see them, you can see them on JADIP 2020 at YouTube on YouTube. Where I'll post my new shit too, but it was so blatantly obvious. Like, I don't even want to take credit and say, I called that, but I do. I get to say I told you so 100 times over, but I don't want to take credit for it because it was so fucking blatantly obvious that it's impossible for you not to fucking to figure it out. If you want to call back in, I just seen that, my bad. But it's impossible to not see it. Everybody's seen it. Which was crazy. What's up, Dose? How are you?
No, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man.
No, I get where you're coming from. I haven't gone that far into the deep end, but like I said, I could see why anybody could go this with the way the media has turned into such a propaganda or lobbyist for their team, and just all these false narratives that are just pushed over and over and over and over again. It's like, why?
Yeah, I mean, it's
look at you and say you're crazy.
Never say people are crazy. It's dismissive. But yeah, it's just like it's a cycle, man. To me, like, I've seen this so many times. Just growing up, I don't know how old you are. I'm 38. I've seen this shit since I was a fucking young kid. I've been following this shit since I was younger. I mean, I grew up pretty quick as a young person. And I've seen it. I've seen this song and dance a million fucking times. It started in Columbine in '99, and it's been going ever since.
Yeah, it's just one. Like you said, yeah. I mean, you really talked about it. It goes from race to guns.
Mm-hmm.
They even threw in some abortion there. Just something to create outrage about.
Damn, I missed that one. Abortion. I always miss women's rights. I fucking always miss that one because they sneak that one in. That's in and out.
You insensitive son of a bitch. How could you forget about the abortion?
I know, right? Fuck, man. Maybe some gender shit's next. It is Pride Month. Which is
fuck yeah.
Right.
Hey.
How the hell do you get a whole ass fucking month, man? I just don't get how you get a whole fucking month. Like, veterans get one day. It's Veterans Day. Fucking man. You get a whole ass month.
That's a good point.
Right?
No shit.
There should be fucking Veterans
the guys
Month.
Who died for the day. We'll give you guys a day.
Right.
But hey, you know what? You want to dress up silly and go.
If you want to stick your wiener in somebody's butt and another dude's butthole, then you can have a whole month.
I think the whole transgender thing is. I think you're seeing the pendulum starting to swing the other way. where people are starting to push back against it now.
You think?
I, I
Man, I live in a I live in a part of town. Well, I used to, but it's starting to be more and more liberal, and you're starting to see more and more transgender kids. But I think people are starting to understand the mental strain this has, especially on kids. I hope they are.
well, I think and this is what I said to my wife, like it just they're pushing this thing now where it's like remember like the emos,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, it's just like it's trendy, and
Yeah.
kids are just going there. It's like this is no, you're this is child abuse. You're on it's perversion. You know what
It
I
is.
mean?
It disturbs me to see young men who are like like young kids. I'm talking like third, fourth grade, and I see it all the time because I am around schools. I work with kids a lot, and it bothers. That's the main thing that bothers the living fuck out of me is the
Yeah,
fact that you will do this to a child who has no idea who they even are
it's
yet.
child abuse.
One
And
hundred percent. I don't care what
once
anybody
we
says.
see people doing the shit that they're trying to pull right now, especially with that stuff, I remember a time they would have been in prison. This is fucking child abuse.
No
What do
shit.
you? Why are we trying to just cater to this?
Man, I seen a young kid, probably third grade. Not only was he dressed as a female, but he had a mini skirt and go-go boots on, man.
That
And people think that shit's
is,
fucking cute,
parents need to be fucking locked up.
right? I 100% agree with you. I mean, that's my far. I don't know. I'm fucking. I don't have a political view. I fucking hate all. This should just be a common sense fucking thing for
And that's
everybody.
it. And I've said that a lot. What we've been seeing for the past, I don't know, 6, 7 years is just an attack on common sense.
Well, people, I think we're at the point. I think we're to the point now where people don't even pay attention to the fact they're being lambs led to slaughter. I don't even think they even give a fuck anymore. Like they don't even hide the shit any. They just blatantly put bullshit right in your face, and people will eat it up. Like,
Yes, yeah, you're fucking a dude. You sound like me. You sound like me talking to people like at work and stuff and having these conversations because I say the exact same shit. And
yeah,
it's like we're literally living in the fucking twilight zone right
right.
now.
You remember the movie Idiocracy? Have you ever seen it?
Fuck yeah,
Telling you, bro,
yeah.
we're headed there. That's where we're at.
We are we're on fucking light speed there.
Mm-hmm.
President Camacho, he's a step up
Oh
from
my
where
god.
we got now. But fucking hey, I love that
Oh
movie.
shit.
It was so ahead of its time. You look back on it, you're like, holy shit, Mike Judge is a fucking he's like Nostradamus.
It's a fucking documentary, is what it is.
Yep.
Jesus Christ! It was a fucking. We really are at that point though, where and what's worse about it, what the worst part to it to me is the fact that everybody's so fucking hateful to everybody. On top of all of the shit that we are dealing with, people are just dickheads to each other now. That's what really. I don't know. That shit bothers me too. It's like we're just a mad, stupid ass fucking society. We have no direction. That's why we have no direction on where we're fucking going. Everything's a disastrous mess, and it has been since I hate to say that. I don't know if you're a Trump guy. I'm conservative a little bit in my views, but
I'm not a Trump guy, but you're seeing it right now how some of his policies
mm-hmm.
um were not bad. I mean, he had some great policies. He put some good people around him. I mean, whatever, and it was a change for people because they're so used to this polished politician coming in, and then you get a guy that just shoots straight from the hip. And who the
Yeah.
fuck thought he was going to win? I don't even think he thought. It was more of a publicity stunt. He was like, "Holy shit,
But
I got a
looking
chance
back
at
on it,
this."
when I look back on it now, though, what I see is a man who came in and set up the pins. That's what I see. Like he got us all worked up. He got us all riled up. He showed us how great everything could be because it's not really rocket science on how you fix the country. You basically just get government out of everything and you start to let
Yep.
the private sector work its magic. It's simple. You slash regulations. That's all you got to fucking do. That's all Trump did. He slashed a shit ton of regulations and the cost of everything went fucking down because we could start doing everything. We could start transporting. Government wasn't involved. Shit gets more expensive when they get involved. Prevailing wages, all that shit. So that's very simple. So I feel like he came in, did the most simplest thing because I'm a moron from nowhere. If I can fucking know that, and I know that to be true, then I know these politicians know that's all you got to do is get government out of people's lives. So he come in, he set up all the pins, he made everything great, he made life great, and then all of a sudden they yanked the fucking rug out of it underneath us with COVID. And then now we're on a fast track to what I believe is the shit hitting the fan. So I feel like when Trump came in, he set up all the pins in order to make everything work. Because when I look back on it, that's like, he could have put out a federal order to say we're not shutting down any fucking thing, right? But he let it up to the states, and then he started releasing he signed a couple of those fucking bills with the goddamn trillions and trillions of dollars in COVID relief and shit, and now we're fucked up. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, the thing with Trump, I've never, and now here, I'll go back to the media. I've never seen such an attack from mainstream media to discredit every single, I mean, just to absolutely ruin this guy.
Yeah, maybe it's my paranoia. It's just, maybe it's because I don't trust a fucking soul, man. I don't trust any of them people. So maybe just my parent. But you're right about that. That's a very good point. Because they literally destroyed the man.
I mean, media is always, if you even go look back in the day, they've always kind of lobbied for their side, but they tried to stay at least as neutral as possible. But you can't even get fucking news anymore unless it's at the local level.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, I mean, it's all the same.
Totally all propaganda. And
yeah.
I'm starting to lose my train of thought here. A little drinking.
No, we was just talking about Trump and, how they attacked him and how they went after him so hard.
Yeah, but if you look at everything the guy accomplished, most people would be blown away. If you took his accomplishments, you took it to just some random guy and said, and at the end of it, this is what Obama did, they would be like, holy shit, see, greatest fucking president ever.
Very good point. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he did. I mean, gas was fucking like $1 a gallon, bro. Gas was it was $1.20 was what I was paying. My paychecks were more. Life was going good. Everything was good, man. My milk didn't cost $3.89 a fucking gallon. I'll tell you that much. You know, my groceries wasn't outrageous.
You have a 401k?
Yeah, I do. Well, it's not a No, I'm employed by it's different. No, it's not a 401k. It's more like a. But yeah, gotcha. I know.
I was gonna say if you did, you'd be pretty fucking pissed right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nobody's getting their fucking social. Are you kidding me? Nobody's getting their 401ks. Nobody. They're gonna fuck everything's. The whole bottom's gonna drop out of this shit here soon. It's not gonna take much longer. I believe that's what they're trying to do. I think it's what they fucking want to do.
Yeah.
Because I think that's why you sign all those trillions and trillions. I mean, literally, I did a whole show and nobody even gives a fuck. There was trillions. Nobody even talks about it nowadays. They sent trillions of dollars to overseas during COVID relief bill for what? Trillions. And now my milk's fucking $4 a gallon. And everybody wants to bitch about fucking gas prices, but they wasn't paying attention to where all these billions of dollars. When motherfuckers stormed the Capitol building, everybody was like, them fucking terrorists. That's what needs to happen. They need to yank them motherfuckers out there and tar and feather them motherfuckers because they're doing this shit to us on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're trying to crash the dollar to create the cryptocurrency. They're taking us into the next wave.
So that's where I was going. I was going to. I mean, what's their fucking end game in here? But
it's all control. I don't know if you know it. If I was you, this is. I don't know. Maybe this is the path we go down. But Agenda 21 is something that people need to be aware of. I don't want to sound all fucking crazy like Agenda 21, but Agenda 21 is a legit fucking thing signed by 72 countries across the world, us included, that is sustainable development. They want to stop drilling. They want electrical cars. They want people out of rural areas and into cities so they can control us easier, so things can be controlled easier. You think the last pandemic was bad? Wait till the fucking next one.
Is this you're talking about the world? What is it? The World Economic Forum there?
Yeah, the Agenda 21. Yep. Where they fucking it's all sustainable development is what it is. It's sustainable development.
Gonna hurt us for the herd.
Exactly. And maybe I go back and forth with this because I play devil's advocate with this situation and if you think about and this might sound crazy, this is crazy talk, okay? But I think about this shit Is sustainable development necessary? Is it necessary for the survival of our species, which is overpopulating and using all the resources in this world to release these pandemics into the world and kill off the elderly like we just did? You know what I mean? Because that's what they're doing. I
Yeah.
know it sounds evil as fuck, but I really think there's a balance there. Do you want to keep life on this planet going? Or do you want to use up all the resources when inevitably, which is where we're headed, destroy the earth? I don't know. It's a good question.
But I start to think about that, and I think about like these companies that rely on so having such a huge population making money, like your Vanguards and your Black Rocks. I
Yeah.
mean, wouldn't that go against their interests? And we're talking about the people who really fucking control the world economy.
Yeah, but do you think do you think they care though? Do you think they care about really? Because I mean, they have so much money and they control and they have so much power and so much control. I don't think they
Right? Wouldn't that be giving up some of the control if
that's just breaking it down into smaller populations. It's you're breathing. You know, it's not going to be the people buying their shit. It's going to be the poor people. It's going to be poor folk, old, elderly. You know, that's what COVID just attacked, right? People over the age of 60, 65 years old. That's who it all killed off. They're going to try to kill off kill off the elderly, drop a bunch of people dead and shit, lower the population. But the problem is there's so many people being born, which is why abortion clinics are popping up on every fucking corner, and this is why. Um,
this
you
is
know,
why
COVID
COVID
shots.
restrictions backfire on them because
Yep.
all right, we kept everybody home. What did they do? They just kept fucking.
Yeah, that's true. No, but a lot of these COVID vaccines are we don't know if these kids are sterile now. We don't know if these kids are sterile or if people were sterile. There's been people who have lost kids and who are now can't have kids anymore.
That
You
sh-
know, we don't know.
that shit that shit did not sit right with me. I never took it. Never got it. My
No, I didn't
wife
either.
my wife kept telling me you need. I was like nope, nope, nope.
Mm.
You know, I mean, if you
There's,
look at what it is, the RNA, um, just the whole science behind it is pretty fascinating. But the manipulation of it right now and what it's actually, because it's not doing shit to COVID. So
no.
I could see where I kind of go down this conspiracy road as well. Like, what the fuck did everybody just take?
Right? That's what everybody's doing right now. They're all looking back like, what the fuck did we just take? Because I just got COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody that
Right.
I know that fucking had the vaccine got fucking COVID. Like every fucking one of them. There wasn't a single one person that I know that's vaccinated didn't get the fucking shit. And that's a great point. They're looking because we don't know what's in people's bodies now. We don't know what's in these kids' systems. We don't know what it's done to their bodies. We have no clue. No clue. We will. Well, they were test subjects. They were hamsters, and I don't know. I hope everybody's all right. But could it be? It could be sterilization. It could be a lot of different things.
Yeah, well, we'll wait and see.
I guess fuck it. I'm not taking that shot in the dark. I tell you that much. I'm not going to wait and see. I'm not going to take that shit. I don't give a damn. I mean, I'm not going to. It's all fear, right? They want you to live in your life. They want you to live your life in fear constantly. They want you to be scared all the time because then they can control you easier. That's just what it is. I went hardcore on COVID, man, but now looking back, it's like people just forgot about it. Like it never fucking happened.
They're not pushing it like they were.
Right. It's like it just disappeared. Like they like the shit. Like we didn't just hug loved ones through plastic fucking bags for an entire fucking 2 years. Like we didn't just let them shut down people's businesses. They just shut them down. They said, nope, you ain't doing nothing. And then now look where we're at. Now look at the situation we're in. It was inevitable. Fucking inflation was coming.
I remember seeing a clip on the news where they were talking about this high school band that said, "All right, we need to get together and practice." So they're all in these like fucking bubbles.
Bubbles. Yeah, I seen that.
It reminded me. You ever see the movie This Is Spinal Tap?
Yep. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
you remember when they come out in the cocoons and that one didn't open? They all look like they're in that fucking cocoon that never opened.
Oh my fucking god, Bubble Boy. Yeah, that's it, man. And what did it do? It did nothing but hurt our immune systems, man. It did nothing. All the shit that they told us to do was the exact opposite of what we should have done and just let it run its motherfucking course because that would have been the best for everybody because then we would have had, it would have just died off. I'm telling you, I studied viruses like insane, crazy, studied this shit. And I'm telling you, throughout history, every fucking one of them, they run their course and then they die off because it's herd immunity. I hate to say that fucking term. I hate that term, herd immunity. But that's what happens. The virus loses its functioning. If it mutates, it dies off. Now, this virus, for whatever reason, when it mutates, it gains function, which leads you to the gain of function research and all that shit. I don't even want, that's the argument for another day. But for whatever reason, COVID always gained a function. So people were reinfected 2, 3, 4 times, which is weird, which is unprecedented, which nobody talks about. Because COVID's just gone now. Now it's Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. It's I don't know. Just looking back on it, it's all fucking crazy to me.
I hear Johnny Depp is getting $15 million.
I heard, and I was ripping it earlier. You wasn't on, man. It's just, to me, it's actors acting. I can't get into it. I didn't even know. I just kind of followed the punchlines. I did see some of the funny shit he did, like in the courtroom and shit. That shit made me chuckle a little bit. But
yeah, I didn't really watch any of it. I wasn't drawn to it like it was OJ and
right. I mean, people were though. They were definitely making money. He said, Bart said it's almost like it was designed in a lab or something. It was definitely designed in a lab. Fucking COVID was definitely designed in a lab in Wuhan, China. By the way, we sent money over there. But yeah, that's fucking Johnny Depp shit. That shit had me. I just don't get into that stuff, man. I just don't. I can't. You got to live life to me. I feel like they're distracting people from living their everyday fucking life, just normal functionality. Because depression didn't set in until mainstream media was the huge explosion in everybody's living room. Social media wasn't in our fingertips at all times. So I just feel like people ain't going out, they ain't living life, they ain't doing what they need to be doing, they ain't exercising, they ain't taking care of themselves, they ain't, meeting strangers, it's just fucking, they put us in this isolated, shitty little world where everybody's at fucking a high alert and attack mode all the time. I don't know. Just my 2 cents, I guess. We're all on edge, man. Everybody's on fucking edge anymore.
Yeah, dude. Smoke a joint and chill out.
Right. Which is what I'm about to do. As a matter of fact, I'm about to hit in this show, man. It's been cool. Thanks, Dose, for getting on my fucking show, man. I appreciate you. I know everybody out here. I know the Podfather, Eric. I know all these folks out here, man. I've been on Podbean before. It's been over a year, though.
Don't ever let Eric catch you wearing a nylon jacket or you're in trouble.
Why? What's up with the nylon jacket?
He's just got a little thing about nylon jackets.
If you see him in a room, tell him I'm back on and I'll be back on consistently, and check me out on YouTube, and I would love to talk to him again. I'll probably link up with him. I'm on a whole new thing, though. I'm on a whole new page and shit. But if you tell him another day in paradise.
What name were you going by before?
Just Another Day in Paradise. I think that's what popped up on this one. That should be what popped up on this one. But yeah, he'll know what's up. He knows
a different name for a show.
Nah, and you can check me out on YouTube if you want. JADIP.
Was Eric promoting you?
He promotes everybody, man. He promotes I don't know if he ever promoted me. I don't know. He probably did. It's been a while since I talked to him, though. I can't wait to get back. This is my first show back, so appreciate you being on my first one.
Right on the corner. He'll get to you.
If you want to check some of your clips out of something, I'm going to post this on YouTube, man. JADIP 2020. Right, Bart, thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you too as well. I would love to have you back. See you guys. So Bart and Dose joining the lobby. I want to thank you guys for joining me on my very first episode. Well, I guess my second episode back, because I did the Jesse and Willie debacle, whatever that was. But thank you guys for joining me on this podcast. I appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You know me, you know your boy. I'm always grinding, always working. Check out my music at Nostalgia the White Guy. All you got to do is Google Nostalgia the White fucking, not the white fucking guy. Nostalgia the White Guy. Okay, check out my music. I'm dropping hits every fucking day. I'm doing my best, working on that, getting better at that. You can check out the podcast, obviously, at JADIP 2020. Thank you guys for listening. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your afternoon. And remember, it's just another day in paradise.